This is a story of love, betrayal, friendship, trust and war. Not just between countries, but between two families. World War II. Do you know it? Do you remember it? Remember how it started off with a maniac who went wild with power? But how long would it be till some people said no to him? People thought that God had abandoned them. People were forced to move out of their homes because they were told to. They were embarrassed, tortured and trapped. Children were separated from their parents, and lovers were tortured when they heard their partners had been killed. I can't bear to think of what happened to her when I died. This is my life. The diary and the story of Billy Hoffmann.
Right, I want you all to pay attention. We've got to evacuate these Jews fast. First of all, you'll need to go to every home and check in all possible hiding places. They would have heard us coming and panicked, so you have to be fast. Once you catch them, you will divide them into lines behind the trucks. Separate the males from the females, the young from the old, and the healthy from the weak. If they disobey orders, make sure you punish them for it. Now hurry up and find them.
Mr. Hoffmann?
Rory, how good it is to see you again. It's certainly been a while.
Yeah, before the war, I never thought I would see you again, sir.
Well, just look at you. You look like a true gentleman.
Well, I always did say that I wanted to be the perfect soldier when I grew up. Now look at me.
How are your parents?
I haven't heard much from them.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll hear something soon.
Where's Billy?
Around. Probably reading a book somewhere and making a fool of himself like he always does. Truth be told, I'm really rather worried about him.
Worried? Why?
You know how he is. Always in his own little world, has silly ideas in his head about being a writer and not following in my footsteps. Well, maybe you could talk to him, Rory. Show him how to be a true Nazi soldier, yes? He's your best friend and he'll listen to you.
Of course, Mr. Hoffmann.
Brilliant. Maybe you can evacuate some Jews with him. Make him show them that he's the one in control.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
For rarely are sons similar to their fathers. Most are worse, and few are better than their fathers.
What on earth are you doing?
Rory, you scared me. What are you doing here?
You didn't answer my question. The Odyssey by Homer. Billy, why are you reading this rubbish? You know your father hates you doing this.
I know. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
You have to stop reading all this rubbish, Billy. At least until the war is won. Which shouldn't be too long.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Come on, Billy. This is your chance to show your father what you're made of. We'll split up and find some Jews. You go that way and see what you can find, and I'll go this way. I'll meet you in a bit and see how you're doing.
If only I knew what I was going to find. If only I could tell them to run and never return. But then, that way, I would never have met her. Helena and her family, hiding in the dark and hoping for freedom.
And a few are better than
That's
their
until
fathers.
I came along.
Shh! Helena, why must she read it now?
She has a name, you know.
Jonathon! Helena, please don't start one of those again. We have to keep quiet, otherwise they will find us.
Oh yeah, because they've been given specific orders to check under the floorboards, haven't they?
Stop it! And don't talk to your mother that way.
Mother, what will happen to us if we do get caught?
We become slaves, and then they torture us and kill us.
Jonathon!
What? It's the truth, isn't it?
Enough! You're scaring your sister and the others who are here.
How do you know?
I just know. It's what the German Nazi soldiers do to us. You watch. I'm going to get out of all of this, and then I'm going to fight. You'll see.
Shh! There's someone coming.
It could be someone else, wanting help, or a hiding place.
Everyone out, now! Rory, I found quite a few in here.
Well done, Billy. I'll go and tell your father when I take this lot down. Carry on with the order.
Males, proceed immediately to the trucks. If anybody refuses to comply, then there will be consequences. Understand? Good. Now move, Jew.
Take care of him, Isaac.
I will.
I promise.
I'm sorry.
Did you just apologise to me? After you've taken my son and husband? How dare you!
Billy, don't stand for that. Don't allow that wench to talk to you like that. Hit her!
No, please don't.
Billy, hit her!
I can't.
Oh, Billy, you fool! You Jew! Get over here! Billy, you clear out the rest!
Rory, wait. Well, you heard him. Move. Oh, sorry. I think you dropped this.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's a good book you're reading. The Odyssey by Homer. Looks like you're missing a few pages, though.
Yes, I lost them when we were hiding under there.
Well, maybe next time, if we see each other again, you may be able to borrow mine. Sometime after I've finished it. It's one of my favourites.
Me too. Well, of what I can make out of it.
Wait, don't go that way. Here, follow me. I can put you in the good line. I promise.
What about my mother?
We can find her, and she can go with you. Trust me. As I walked with her, questions started appearing in my head. Am I really holding a Jew's hand? Am I really helping her out after what her mother just said to me? What would my father and Rory say if they saw me? Luckily, Helena's mother was already in the truck, and no one was near. So I left Helena in the safe hands of her mother. For a moment, I was glad that nobody had seen me helping her. However, I was disappointed that I was never going to see her again. But at that time, I didn't know the sly plan of my father.
Where are we going?
I heard one of the Germans say something about Auschwitz.
Auschwitz? But that's in Poland. This trip is going to take forever. I can feel my legs going numb. I'm so cramped and I'm starting to get hungry.
I know, but it'll be over soon, you see. Your father and Jonathon will be waiting for us. Just read the rest of your book and we'll be there before you know it.
How's your leg, Mum?
Oh, it's okay.
I'm sorry that happened to you. It must have been awful.
Just try not to think about me, Helena, and read, please.
Emmett, I don't see why we have to move. We love this house.
I know, but we have to say goodbye to a lot of things we love. I think you'll love it. It's right in the middle of the countryside. It's the perfect place for you to relax and Billy to study.
How was working with your father today, Billy?
It was okay, I guess.
You guess?
Please don't start this again. I don't want the last memory of us in this house to be bad.
I know, but it's just our son being difficult.
Emmett!
No, let him say it, Mum, because it's always my fault, isn't it? I don't care about this move, I don't care about Dad's job, and I don't want to live with either of you.
Billy Hoffmann, you stay right there, young man. Do you really think I'm doing this for my own health? Well, do you? I hope not, because I'm doing this so that you and my future grandchildren will have a better world to grow up in.
What? By working in a labour camp?
Billy! Don't say that about your father. He's a good man, and he's doing this for us. Now, if this move means that it will make our family happier, then I'm going to stand by him every step of the way. Now apologise to him.
I'm sorry, Dad. It just slipped out of my mouth. I didn't mean it. I'm just upset that we are moving.
Well, of course, Billy. And I'm sorry too.
Everyone out!
Where are we going now?
Look over there. We're going into those trains.
But there won't be enough room for all of us.
Did you hear that, boys? The Jew said there won't be enough room for all of them on the train. I'm sorry. Did Her Majesty want her own carriage?
No, it's just that...
Answer back, Jew, and you'll wish you'd never been born.
Why are they doing this to us, Mum?
They're just bad people, sweetheart.
Well, what do you think?
It's big.
Big in a good way or a bad way?
I think in a good way.
Brilliant. Marie, why don't you start unpacking our things while I talk to Billy?
Okay, I'll be upstairs if you need me.
Now, Billy, I would prefer it if you didn't mention anything specific about the Jews in the camp or to your mother, if that's okay.
Why?
I would like it if this secret is between just you and me.
Okay.
Right then, now that's out of the way, I would like to discuss your new job at the camp. Now, you like getting involved with things, but I think just for the time being it will be easy for you to just patrol the camps, and I'll try and arrange something else for you to do when the time is right.
Me? Patrol the camp?
Yes, patrol the fence. Make sure no Jews escape. Sound easy enough?
Yes, Father. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Billy. Why don't you help your mother with the unpacking? And I'll get someone to come up and give you information on your new post when you're done. I'll probably see you later.
I don't see why we had to change our clothes and wear this.
Just do it, Helena. If we don't ask questions, we'll get through this.
You really believe that?
Sorry?
They take away our clothes, they separate us from our families, they keep us as slaves, they starve us, and then they take us to those huts. Do you still believe you're going to get through this?
What happens in the huts?
Some have said that the Germans claim it's a show-up, when really it's a...
If only I could have warned her. Helena's life was now in danger. The clock was ticking. Our time was running out. But this was early days. I was unknown to the tragedy that would soon face us both. Look now, how mortals are blaming the gods, for they say that evils come from us.
But in fact, they themselves have woes beyond their share of their own folly.
Hello, you gave me a fright.
I don't look that bad, do I?
No, of course not.
You're still reading the Odyssey?
Yes, but I've almost finished. Would you like to borrow it after I finish? I remember your book being damaged last time we met.
I couldn't. If I get caught with it.
You won't get caught with it. I can even give you the other book, which you can read.
How? I'm in here and you're out there.
Well, if you meet here every day alone, I will be able to give you any book you like. It's not like I'm needed anywhere else at the moment.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I have to go.
Meet me here tomorrow. Promise?
Promise.
Hello, Mum.
Billy, how was your day?
Good.
Really? That's a change. I'm sure your father will be pleased to hear that.
How was your day out in town?
It was good. I got a new ball gown for Tuesday.
Why? What's happening? Tuesday?
Your father and I have been invited to a party. All the commandants have been ordered to attend.
What? All day?
Well, it will take a while for us to get there.
What about Dad? What about his job?
That's what he wants to talk to you about. Well, it looks like he's finished his meeting, so I think you better go in and ask him.
Billy, I was just going to look for you.
Go on, I'll speak to you later when he's told you the good news.
Sit down. Now, how was your first day at the camp then?
Really good.
That's good to hear.
Mum said you wanted to talk to me about something. Something about Tuesday?
Oh, yeah. I've received a telegram asking if you would be interested to take over my position for that day.
Me? Surely not.
Oh, come on, son. There's no one else.
What about Rory?
He didn't tell you?
Tell me what?
I've invited him to come with me and your mother.
Oh. No, he didn't tell me. But I can't do what you do.
Of course you can. It's in your blood. All you need to do is read a list, kill them, burn the rubbish and come home. What could be easier?
Pardon?
Never mind. You'll understand it better when it happens. Now off you go.
Did you bring the book then?
Of course.
I can't believe I'm going to find out what happens.
What's your name?
Helena Cohen. What's yours?
Billy. Billy Hoffmann.
How old are you, Billy?
19. Yourself?
17. That's quite a young age to be doing all this.
Not in my family, it isn't. My dad and grandfather first joined the army when they were 18, and they hope that it will run in the family.
Are you happy to do all this?
Not exactly. I prefer to do writing.
Why don't you tell your father?
He won't listen. Helena, please don't go.
I have to. I have to read the book, remember? Thanks once again. I'll see you tomorrow.
What's going on?
Nothing. Go back up to bed.
It sure is not nothing. Billy, get here now. Now, do you want to explain to me how your book came to be in the hands of a Jew?
I don't know.
This is your book, is it not? It has your name on the front cover.
Yes, but I haven't seen it since we moved. I thought I lost it, but obviously the Jew must have stolen it.
Are you sure?
Positive.
OK, Billy. Go back to bed. As for you, Lieutenant, make sure that the Jew is disciplined.
I was a fool. I lied. Of course someone was going to find Helena with the book, but the problem that stayed with me that night was the fact that I knew Helena was going to be punished. I quickly opened a piece of paper and I started writing to her. The next day I went to the camp. There was no sign of her, so I left the note under the fence, hidden, just in case she came back.
Now, I'm going to ask you one more time. Where did you get this book?
I told you. Someone gave it to me.
Who? Who?
I don't know.
Get my gun. Now.
But commandant.
Do it! It's jammed. You have it lucky this time, Jew. But if you ever steal again, I will make sure that my gun works. Now get out! Rory, deal with her before she goes. And don't leave a mess anywhere.
No. No. Why is this happening to me? Why now?
Helena? Oh, thank heavens you're okay. What did they do to you? Someone left this for you. It has your name on it.
Dear Helena, I hope you're okay. I'm really sorry to hear that they got the book. But it's made me realise that these meetings that we keep on having is too dangerous for you. And instead of risking your life just to see me, we should think of another way to communicate.
Maybe instead of meeting, we can write letters and diary entries. We can place the letters hidden under the fence. I'm not ready to say goodbye to our friendship yet. There is a pen inside the letter so that you can write back. I understand if you don't want to, but I look forward to hearing from you and about your days. Love from Billy.
Well, who's it from?
My secret admirer. Come on, we better get back to work.
Come on, Billy. You're going to miss the film.
What film?
A film advertising this death camp. It's so stupid, though. It would make any Jew want to live there.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Dear Helena, thanks for writing back. I'm glad you finished it. I hope you liked the ending. As for me, I'm alright. Bit nervous for Tuesday. Mum and Dad are going out to a party with Rory. Without me, once again. Which means that I have to take over my father's job. Wish me luck. Plus, about your father and brother, I'll see what I can do. I'm sure they won't be hard to find. Love, Billy.
Okay, sweetheart. We'll see you later on tonight. And don't stay up too late reading those books.
Right, are we ready to go? Yes? Excellent, let's head off. Remember, everything you need to know is on that list. Just read it out and make me proud.
Good luck.
Right then, are you ready?
Yes, but I'm still a little confused as to what I must do.
Just wait and see. Ada Shohan, Abby Cohen.
That's me.
I'll go with you, Mum.
You will do no such thing. You stay right here and I'll be back later. It's probably just a march.
This is Shrule, Rasa, Jericho. All the people called out proceed to the showers.
Billy! Oh, God, stop them! No, Ma'am!
Congratulations, Lieutenant Hoffmann. That's 10 huts done. Your father will be pleased, I can tell you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, brilliant. One's got away.
I'll get her. Hey, you, Jew, stop. Helena, what are you doing?
Get away from me. Get out of my sight.
What's the matter?
What do you think is the matter? You just stood there and did nothing while they killed my mother. I thought you were different to all those other soldiers, but you're just like your father.
No, you don't understand. You're right. Is that because...
Because of you and your stupid book, yes. How could you do this, Billy? After all we've been through to remain friends.
Listen to me. I never wanted to do this, you know. I didn't.
I trusted you. I loved you, Billy. But I'm a Jew. And if we were ever together, you'd be with the enemy, right?
No, that's not the case at all. The greatest thing I will ever learn in my life as a Nazi soldier is love, and to be loved back. And I love you, Helena. I'd risk everything for you.
You would?
Yes, of course I would.
Can you keep me safe?
What?
Mum looked after me while I was here. I feel scared now that I'm alone.
Of course I will. I'll stay with you tonight.
Billy! Billy! Where's that boy got to?
He's probably still in the camps. Maybe he's dealing with the workers. Rory will find him.
He shouldn't be in there. Not this late, anyway.
Commandant, sorry to interrupt.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I would just like to report that Billy did a fantastic job with the gas chambers and sorting out the crematorium.
What did you just say?
Yes, thank you.
Emmett, what did he mean by Billy doing a fantastic job with the gas chambers and crematorium?
Marie, please.
Oh no. Oh my god. No, don't even bother to come near me. Don't even say anything to me. How could you do that to those people? How could you lie to me? How could you give our son that responsibility?
Because he was a failure. An embarrassment to the family, especially to you and me. Everyone kept on saying he was a disgrace to my name and that he needed to do something heroic.
Heroic? You call that heroic?
Marie, will you just listen to me? Not now, Rory.
Commandant, I think you better come and see this.
Must you go?
My parents should be back soon. But I promise that I can get you out of this and we can be together again.
How?
I'll think of something and we'll leave tonight.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. It could be a march.
At this time?
Billy!
Father! Father! Out! Stop it! Get off me! You're hurting me!
Stop it! Leave him alone!
Deal with the whore, Rory!
Rory, leave her alone!
Oh, Billy, look at you, you're a disgrace. You slept with a Jew. Thinking about you makes me sick.
Helena!
Why did you have to be my son? Why did you have to be born into my family? Why couldn't you be more like Rory?
Billy, don't listen to him! Billy!
Helena!
Billy?
Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And then, one special day, one little country stood up to Germany and said no. And Germany lost. After I died and the war was won and over, Helena went back to her hometown. She found her father and her brother and set up a shop nearby where we first met. My mother also moved in with them after she found the letters. Then a few months later, she helped raise my son. As for my father, well, he was hung after the war because of his crimes against humanity. And Rory, well, nobody's seen him since my death. My son Billy hopes to be a writer in the future. He hopes that he can tell our story. That way I'll always be with them, and my memory will live on. The story could be about a time, about a place, about people. But beyond anything, it was a story about love, which will carry on and live forever.